Hi there, I'm back with a new video talking about my book, The Simple Truth, a guide to achieving freedom in life and finding your inner peace. The topic of this video is everything that you've lived through was preparing you for the version that God has been waiting for you to aspire to. In my book, I talk about self-awareness or consciousness. Now, what does that mean? If you are more aware of certain things in your life that you previously weren't aware to, that gives you the insight to be able to make decisions in life that will better serve your life. And the more awareness that you have about things that are happening in your life, the more freedom you will be able to achieve in your life. And so that's essentially what raising your self-awareness, i.e. raising your consciousness, is. Consciousness is a term that is used to describe your soul, your spirit, that is experiencing this reality through the human body. And in order to raise your consciousness, i.e., raise your awareness, you can do that by certain practices. And for me personally, that has been through prayer, contemplation, through connection with God, and through being part of a spiritual community that has enabled me to nurture that within myself. Now, for me, how I came to that point was through, and I mentioned this in my book, was through the humble beginnings that my parents went through. They migrated from a civil war situation in Sri Lanka where they had to leave everything behind and start a new life in Australia. And they built their life on actually starting their life in a seminary in Melbourne where they had to cook and clean in the seminary. But the more time that they spent with God, so apart from the work and earning their keep, they were also in prayer all the time, and opportunities just started coming up where they got offered a place to live that was close to the church, somewhere in a really nice area, and life started to then build from there. And then I was fortunately born in 1985. That's how old I am. And from that point, when I started witnessing my family's sacrifices and struggles that they had gone through, it also awakened within me the realization that I was here for a greater purpose, to serve the world, where I would be able to bring the light that God has for all of us to people, to bring that remembrance of where we actually have come from. This is just a little snippet of something that can be explained deeper in this book. I invite you to download my free Inner Peace Starter Guide, which you can find in my Stan store. I'll put the link below this video. If you are keen to know more about how you can cultivate inner peace in your life, go ahead and download that, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.